What's good, FERIA family? Welcome back to another video.
I keep a heater on me like it's winter, cause I got too much to prove before I die. I just been focused on winning so much, I ain't see that the hater winning multiply.
As you guys see, we got a fucking mess in here. It's because I'm gonna be moving today. So I'm gonna bring you guys along on this little transition. And throughout this video, I'm gonna explain to you guys why I'm moving. And also I wanna talk to you guys about what to do when you feel like things are just not going your way, or if you feel like your life is falling apart. I'm gonna tell you guys some things that I do whenever I feel like things aren't going my way, and hopefully that helps you guys out in the process. But before we get started, I gotta go to Lowe's to go pick up some boxes because I wanna make sure that everything is organized. That way we can make my moving process as easy as possible. So let's head out.
Boxes.
All right, guys, we got the first load packed up, and so the rain actually caught us, so we're actually not going to be able to move any of the furniture until tomorrow. But if not, it's going to get wet. It's not worth it. But I went ahead and took everything off the walls, dismounted the TVs. I still got to do like curtains and stuff, and we still got like a few other things. It's just really hard, man. It's really hard not getting emotional while I'm moving out, considering the memories that I have in this apartment. I mean, obviously it wasn't gonna be forever, but like, I got memories and stuff with my kid here, with my ex, and I still see all his toys and shit. And like, going through the drawers and stuff, I still got a lot of her clothes here, a lot of my son's clothes, his shoes and stuff. And it kind of gets to me sometimes, so I have to just pause every now and then. And I think everybody notices. But that's just me. I don't know, man. That's just me being a little bitch about everything. But it's cool. We're making progress. I wanted to go ahead and get into the topic of this video, which is what I recommend for anybody to do if they feel like their life is falling apart, or they feel like things are just not going their way. They just feel like they're going in a downward fucking slope. And again, you guys know I wouldn't give you any advice that I wouldn't be taking myself. First thing I would say is to take care of your mind. And don't overstimulate yourself. Don't resort to drugs. Don't resort to alcohol. Try to fast from everything so that way you can reset your brain and lower your dopamine intake on any outside influences or any substances that are going to potentially turn into a coping mechanism and could later on turn into an addiction. That's the first thing that I try to stay away from is definitely try to stay away from alcohol, try to stay away from drugs. Because I just know that if those things are just distracting me from what I'm feeling, then I'm not really going to heal all the way from whatever it is that I got going on, or whatever it is that's fucking me up at the moment. It's just going to be a distraction. It's just going to be a band-aid that eventually has to get ripped off and put right back on. And it could also become an expense. It could also be something that could start deteriorating your finances. And that's the last thing you want. So definitely take care of your mind and make sure that you're not overstimulating yourself. But all right, guys, right now I have to go and make this trip to Oxford. It's like a 40-minute drive. And we have to go ahead and unload everything and try to take as many things out of these boxes because we did only buy a certain amount of boxes. I don't want to have to buy more boxes, especially if we can only fit but a certain amount of things in the truck. So I'm going to just go, unload, organize, start putting things in order at the house so that we know where everything is going to go. Start moving things out from wherever my parents have it, because this is a house that my mom uses for work. So, and my sister used to do nails in it and stuff, and now I'm gonna go back to living there and working out of it myself. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with that. Alright guys, so I've moved in about half of my things. This is the room where I'm going to be sleeping at now, which is probably where I'm going to be streaming from as well. I don't got shit in here. I got maybe 80% of my clothes, but I still got to get some more stuff in here. But yeah, we're making progress on this move, but there's still a lot more to go. We're gonna have to finish the rest of it tomorrow, hopefully. But yeah, guys, so now I wanted to talk to you guys about the next thing that I feel like is important. So the next thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about when you feel like things aren't going well, or you feel like things aren't going the way that you want them to go, is you have to make sure that you understand how you're gonna make progress. Making sure that you have a list that clearly specifies
What are the actions that you have to take in order to continue to grow? Whether it's in fitness, finances, health, or overall fulfillment, you got to make sure that you're taking the right steps towards achieving what it is that you want to achieve. If, for example, for me right now, that everything isn't really going too well right now with my last relationship, I miss my son. With the separation, I'm spending a lot of money, so I have to cut back on a lot of things. I'm making sure that I'm taking the proper steps in getting myself back in position so that when things do go back to normal, I'm able to travel. I'm able to perform consistently in my business. I'm able to go to the gym consistently. I'm able to have something to offer for my son. And some of those things are just making sure that I stay consistent in work. So don't let up on putting in hours at work if you have a job. Don't stop looking for clientele if you have a business. Don't stop selling your products if you're selling products. Make sure that you go to the gym every day. That's one of the best ways to make sure that you start off your day productive and that you're working towards your goals. Go to the gym every day, show up on time, show up earlier. Make sure that you're eating healthy. Make sure that you're inching your way towards your goals. Don't stop setting goals. Because that's one of the things that could bring you down a lot deeper than what you already are, is not setting goals. Have a plan of action to get yourself out of the situation that you're in. And sometimes the situation that you're in is due to behaviors that you used to take part in the past. You have to eliminate those behaviors so that you don't end up in the same position. That's one of the things that I'm working on myself. I have to either stay away from situations that'll put me in that situation, or I have to change myself so that the things that I pursue in the future don't end up like what's happening right now. But all right, guys, I have to close out for today because I have to go back to the crib. We're gonna get some food, and then tomorrow I got some clients, but I'm also gonna continue moving in. Thankfully, my dad is gonna continue to help me with the move, and I'm gonna get some drone footage tomorrow because today I tried to get some drone footage, but I forgot the memory card. But all right, guys, I'll check back in with y'all tomorrow. All right, guys, we are back, and I'm here in the barber room. We pretty much got everything set up in the barber room. Bedroom is pretty much set up. I've been sleeping without a mattress frame, so I just like put my mattress on the floor. I haven't felt like setting up my mattress frame lately, so I'm just leave that for another time. But it's been really hard, like, mixing in all the stuff that I have from the old house to this house, since my mom still uses this house for storage for a lot of the material that she does on like her properties, or the things that she finds in the properties and she like resells them. So it's kind of hard a little bit managing my stuff between like things that she has here. But thankfully she's been helping me out a lot by making sure that she's trying to get rid of a lot of the stuff. So shout out to my mom, shout out to my dad for helping me move as well. I really think that everybody's been really supportive throughout this entire process, especially you guys, for everybody that's been on my lives and everybody that has been keeping up with my situation, especially my clients. Shout out to all the clients that offered to help as well. But I just wanted to leave you guys a final message again, because again, this video, I also wanted to leave value and talk to you guys about what I recommend for you guys to do whenever you feel like things just aren't going your way, or if you feel like things are just falling apart. So I just want to leave you guys with this final message. And the first thing that I'm going to recommend is to be accountable. We need to be open-minded enough to understand that a lot of the things that we go through are the consequences of our actions. So when we hold ourselves accountable for the things that we put ourselves through, it actually opens the door for us to find solutions. That way we either change, or we can set up systems so that we can prevent things like what we have going on right now to happen again. The next thing that I'm going to recommend is community. Get closer to your family, get closer to your friends, talk to them about what you have going on, and 90% of the time they're going to be empathetic. And they most likely have already gone through what you're going through. So they're going to try to help you. They're going to try to talk you through the situation. Also ask them for advice, man. Be open to taking advice, because if other people have already gone through the shit that you're going through, and it's very lucrative to learn from other people's mistakes. Who knows, maybe if you were to ask people's advice and we're more accepting of it a few months ago, we wouldn't be going through what we went through right now. So again, maybe that's not what we want to hear right now, but you're watching this video to learn and to hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. The next thing that I recommend is that you track your progress. You can do this by journaling, vlogging, taking photographs. And the reason why I recommend this is because Whenever you finally overcome this situation that you're going through, or whenever it's time to look back on the situation, I think it's really important for motivational purposes to be able to look back and see the progress that you've already made so that you can keep that momentum going without feeling like you're not going anywhere with these new habits that you created or these new people that you brought into your life. So I definitely recommend that you vlog, you journal, or you photograph all the progress that you've been making to get yourself out of or overcome this situation. And the last and final thing that I'm going to recommend is to keep your head up. Because while you're in the beginning of whatever it is that you're going through, you may feel like it's the end of the world, but it really isn't. And as time passes, whatever you're going through is going to become insignificant and it's not going to really hurt you as much. It doesn't mean that you're becoming numb or like you're this fucking soulless, feelingless, emotionless person anymore. It just means that the situation lost its significance. For example, it's been 4 months since my breakup, and honestly, I don't even think about it anymore. I used to stay up late nights, having dreams, crying and shit, and it used to seem like it was the end of the world, and now it's I'm finally able to go out, be social. I'm meeting new people. Now I'm being given the opportunity to show people what I'm capable of, everything that I've accomplished. It's opened the door for me to be appreciated by a whole new crowd. I've made a lot more friends. I've brought in new clients to my business. I've brought in more opportunities. Hell, I feel like things are going better for me now than they were 4 months ago. So I'm starting to almost feel like this is actually what was best for me in the long run. So again, guys, just keep your head up. Remember that as long as you have your health and you have the drive to get yourself out of the situation that you're in right now, you will always be able to overcome anything. In fact, I'm gonna leave you guys with a keyword that I learned in the military. The word is resilience. Resilience is your ability to overcome difficulties. So the more resilient you are, the more capable you are of overcoming other challenges in your life that may be as, if not far worse than what you're going through right now. But all right, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for joining me on this transition from moving from Raleigh back to my hometown in Oxford. It's crazy to think that I'm back in my hometown. Now I feel like I have a lot more opportunities, a lot of new challenges on this new journey, and I want to bring you guys along through everything. From remodeling the house, to patching up all the things that need to be patched up, to fixing up the backyard and making it look all cool and shit. And maybe even doing collabs with other creators in the area. And also, I want you guys to go check out FERIAapparel.com so you guys can check out our latest merch releases. Also, make sure you guys use code FAMILY to get 10% off your first purchase. And also, if you guys are struggling with content creation, starting your business, making investments, or getting your life back on track, comment FERIA and I'll reach out to you personally so that we can set up a one-on-one call and help you figure out your issues. But alright guys, that's gonna be it for today and I'll catch y'all on the next one.
Draw some bands down, turn to 30. I hit a Glock in the wood like it's dirty.